Heidi ho, thought of the day. We're going to go back to the Gregorian calendar. So, I love when I have these little sparks. Anyway, here's a message to all my brothers and sisters. I want you to understand, nowhere even in a Christian Bible does it say Pope Gregory created the sun and the moon. It does say you're not supposed to follow people who practice divination by looking at the sun and the moon. Nowhere does it say that Pope Gregory or Julius Caesar created the sun and the moon. So this will be the nature of your king. Not only will you plow his fields and fight his wars, and your wives will bake his bread, your women will bake his bread. You're spiritually dead, but you're actually considered dead and lost at sea. It's sad. It really, truly is sad. And I try to wrap my mind around the black occultists and the stuff that they do to the people of the land and all their wars and their wickedness, but it shows our wickedness and the wickedness of our heart. Give them bread and circuses and they'll never rebel. So anyway, if I ask you what year you were born, how old you are, I can use that against you because it's coming out of your own mouth. So if you say you were born in the 19 something or others, or you say you were born in 2001, 2006, well, even in a Christian Bible, you're told that the year begins in Nisan, when the barley is in the month of Aviv, which is also the month of Pesach, Passover. That's the head of the months, the month of Nisan. So what it comes down to is this. The year is 5787 for myself. And if you tell me that you were born in 1970s, 1980s, 1990s, and you are X amount of years old. So let's say you were born in the 70s and you're 40 some odd years old. When that comes out of your mouth, I will use that as evidence against you. I can use that as evidence against you. And that's the game that is being played on you. So I can look at your holy book, even if you read the English version, and I can see where it still says the head of the months is the month of Aviv, when the barley is in the month of Aviv, which is spring, when everything is coming to life. It's when most animals actually give birth to their young. It gives them time to grow to a little bit older and a little bit larger and a little more self-sufficient where they can survive the winter, or so they can fly south. So anyway, that's the head of the months. It's also the month of Pesach, which is coming up this coming week. It's going to be the beginning of Pesach, Passover. So anyway, the reason why it can be held against you is, like I said, even in a Christian Bible, you're told you're not supposed to follow people to practice divination by looking at the stars. That would be Julius Caesar, JC, the one whose calendar you're following, the Pope Gregory modified. But you say, I'm 40, I'm 41, I'm 42, I'm 43, I'm 20-something, and I was born in the year yada yada, and I'm a Christian, or I'm a Jew, or I'm a Muslim. You're telling me you're dead. Because I know it's the year 5787. And if you tell me you were born a couple thousand years ago, and you were only 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, you are as good as dead. I'm talking to a dead man or a woman. All rise is what a judge says. Be seated. That means I'm putting you back to rest. I'm telling the dead to rise. Then I'm telling them to be seated. Go back to their crypt, to their tomb. You are out of your own mouth saying you're dead. Because you said you only lived to be X amount of years old, and you were born a couple thousand years ago, then I can only, out of your own mouth, use your words against you. You said you're dead. You said you only lived to be 33, 34, 50-something, 40-something. And I know damn good and well it's 5787 right now. You're dead. You're dead to me. I can only assume that everybody I'm talking to who says that is a spirit. And unfortunately, the dead can't speak. That's why you have no voice in court. That's why you need to attorn your voice to an attorney. Get it? It's a message for today. God bless. Much love.